Hello everyone, this is Noemi Banchi from Valley Heights in New South Wales, Australia. And today we are going to celebrate because today is Archangel Michael's Day, the 29th of September. So, for this reason, we are going to talk about him. Let's get started. All this information is by Ruben Cedeño. So, who is Michael? The Archangel Michael. Well, Michael, the Archangel of the Blue Ray, is the first angel of heaven who sustain and defend the manifested universe within its ring-pass knot to prevent darkness prevail over it. And you can see here the representation of this archangel. Even though the artists they draw the angels or archangel with these feathers, let's say, but actually the real, let's say, in reality, the archangels more than feathers, they are light. So these kind of wings actually are or is light, like rays of light, and this is why they draw archangels and angels with wings. So, talking specifically about Archangel Michael. Well, first of all, he is the archangel. He is not only the archangel of the first ray, which is the blue ray, but also he is the first angel of heaven. And what he does is protect all the manifestation from the unmanifested universe, which also exists, and is what so he maintains the order within the manifested order, the manifested universe. Is like you, is your ring-pass knot is how far can you control. Let's say that you have a job and you have a family and you have a house or an apartment and friends and acquaintances and so on, so on, so on. So your world is surrounded by this ring-pass knot, and this is how you control. And talking about Archangel Michael, well, he works on that for the whole planet. And by the way, because what humanity produces at the moment is negativity, so the earth is surrounded by this ring-pass knot. So in order to not contaminate other planets or beyond the planet, it's this ring-pass knot is created, and this is okay. So, but more talking about one person is like, okay, so you can control your world, your own universe, let's say, by this energy. Because here, what we are going to talk today is about Archangel Michael, but remember that this is energy, and we are going to say, or we're going to do so many decrees today, so keep in mind that you are this strength, you are acting as this ring-pass knot. Okay, so Archangel Michael is known in Roman, Catholic, Protestant, Orthodox, and Coptic Christianism, as well as Judaism and Islam. He is known, yes, but he works for everybody in the universe. Let's say everybody in this planet. So he's not only working for the Christians or Jewy or no. He works for everybody. But he's known by these religions. That's it. Okay, so here the representation, I talk about the wings, okay, but you can see he's protected. He has the sword, and we're going to talk about this sword later on. Okay, so Archangel Michael is the realization of God's power. I'm going to read it again. Archangel Michael is the realization of God's power. And when we talk about it, well, we need to keep in mind that I am God's power. By what? Our thoughts, our feelings, our words, and our actions, but they must be positive. This is God's power. So we can think, we can feel, we can talk, and we can do things because of this power. And this power is within us. And the representation, like a personification of this energy, is Archangel Michael. But keep in mind that when we are talking about Archangel Michael today, is not just thinking, okay, I'm going to pray, I'm going to pray to Archangel Michael so I can have this, that. No. The idea is that we became this energy. As I said, by thinking positively, feeling positively, speaking positively, and acting positively. That's it. Well, his electronic pattern is a flaming sword of blue light. In other words, all his cells, all his tiny atoms are swords, tiny swords. So when you see a sword, you can think of Archangel Michael, because it's the same. Of course, we want to think that Archangel Michael has eyes and mouth and ears and skin. And this is what we want to, and hair. Yes, we want to think like that. And for this reason, the representations or images of Archangel Michael, they look like a human. And this is what why we personify this energy. But remember this sword, the blue sword, and something very important to remember. Every time let's say if you want to have a sword in your house, always put the sword like you saw on the picture, never pointing down, always pointing up. And it's very important, because pointing up is that how the, let's say, good energy you will attract. If your sword is pointing down, it will be the opposite. So remember that the The sword is pointing up. All right? Okay. Well, now, what do we do with this? Well, have you been, or are you maybe in the present, in a situation in which you feel like a prisoner because you are in a relationship with someone and you don't feel like free, for example, or you are suffering because of this relationship, or because you are in a job that you don't like it, you don't like this job, or because you have a situation XXX and you really are suffering because of this. Okay, so all these are chains, and we can rock and we can free ourselves with the help of Archangel Michael. And I have an example. I remember I was in a situation in which I wasn't, I was with a person which at the end it became insane, this relationship. And I thought, okay, I need help. And this is very important that we realize and we are aware of how are we feeling, and we are aware of how we are in fact, and say, okay, so I need to change. So in that case, I thought, okay, I I did what I'm going to 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 say in a few minutes, and let me tell you that the decree worked, and that relationship harmoniously finished. When I'm saying harmoniously, I mean that even today I speak with that person, and let's say, okay, we are not friends, but we still can have a conversation, we can talk, and everything ended in good terms. Well, so let's see what is all this about. And this is the decree. And you can see the sword here. Think that this is the electronic pattern of Archangel Michael, or Archangel Michael's electronic pattern. Yeah. And this is the decree. First, we are going to read it because it has some technique. So, I am Archangel Michael's flaming sword that cut and free, and it says times 9. Means that we have to say it 9 times. All darkness. Okay, so let me explain this in more detail. 9 times. If I start counting cut and free, cut and free, cut and free, and then I forgot how many times I already said it, okay, there's an easy way. In metaphysics, everything is easy. First, we are going to say 3 times, a little pause, 3 times, a little pause, and 3 times. Cut and free, cut and free, cut and free. Cut and free, cut and free, cut and free. Cut and free, cut and free, cut and free. Easy. Easy peasy. Now, as we said, we think, we feel, so we are we are, let's say, thinking what we are saying, we are feeling, we are saying, we are doing the decree. And what about the action? Well, we are going to use our hands, our one arm. And think, because this is energy, but think that the real sword is in your hand and you are holding this sword, okay? And what we are going to draw in the air is just a cross, like this. And with. Why? Well, if you think what we are doing is just all the negativity we became it positive. Positive, something positive. So negative is the horizontal line, and if we draw the cross, we are drawing a plus sign. Plus, plus, plus means positive. We are transforming this negative situation, whatever it is, in something positive. Would you like to give it a go? Well, this is the time. This is workshop. Let's do it. First of all, think of the situation. So you are aware of what you are doing for the purpose of this degree. Now you are holding the sword, and this is the thing. When we say cut and free, you cut horizontal and free vertical. Cut and free, cut and free, cut and free. Cut and free, I hope you can see, I don't know. Cut and free, cut and free, whoop, cut and free. All right? So let's do it. Okay, so I'm going to show you only this so you can read, but remember we need to do the action. All right? So let me show you my what I'm doing so you can see as well. But probably it's better, sorry, because it's too tiny the screen, so it's not worth it. Okay, well, take a nice deep breath. Focus on right here and now. Put your feet on the ground. Place your feet on the ground. Straighten your back. Use your right hand to hold this sword. And say, I am Archangel Michael's flaming sword that cut and free, 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 all darkness. Thank you, Father. All right, so Archangel Michael's keynote is within the Soldier's Chorus from Charles Gounod's opera Faust. And because of copyright, we are not going to listen to this keynote right now. But if you like, you can see in the link below of the link below in the video, and you can research and you can listen to it. So the other is Archangel Michael's Legions keynote. Is within Respighi, Ottorino Respighi, Saint Michael the Archangel. And well, keynote, let's say, is we talk about the electronic pattern, which is any cell, any atom in Archangel Michael's body, let's say, because yeah, they have a form as well. Well, the keynote is the sound. It's like if someone calls me Noemi, I'm turning and saying, yeah, who is calling me? That's it, because it's my name. When we hear when we listen to this music, we are connecting with the energy of Archangel Michael. And It's not the whole piece of music, it's just a note. For this is the keynote. And we don't know which note is within this music, but if you listen to the whole song, well, at some point you are connecting with Archangel Michael's energy. All right. And the same with the legions. Legions is because an archangel is on a level above angels. So Archangel Michael managed legions of angels of the blue ray. And if we remember, the blue ray, the first blue ray, is power, is faith, is force. The faith, the power, and the force of God. And the main virtue is protection. It's very interesting. Okay. Well, Archangel Michael established his focus in the Rocky Mountains, Lake Louise, Banff, Alberta, in Canada. And you are seeing a beautiful picture of this place, which means that this is the focus. This is Archangel Michael focus in Lake Louise. To have a better picture of the place, so what we are seeing here is the map of North America, which is composed of 3 countries: Mexico, the US, and Canada. Okay? And well, at the west coast or near west region is Lake Louise in Alberta. Here. Okay? Well, if you want to go, you are free to go. Another focus is in Europe. It's in Monte Sant'Angelo in Italy. And this is another focus of Archangel Michael. And you see here, I don't know if you can see the statue. Yeah. And it's inside as well. And again, to have a better picture of Europe, so here is France, Switzerland. Okay, here is Tunisia, is Africa. And then we have here Italy, and here is Greece. Okay, Italy, in the region of Foggia, we can see here is Monte Sant'Angelo. Okay, if you want to go there, yeah, you can go and visit this place. And there are many more places in France, other places in Italy, but I just wanted to give you at least 2, one in America, one in Europe. And let's continue. Faith is one of the most contagious divinity virtues, and fear is one of the most contagious human qualities. And these words are by Archangel Michael. All right? Well, because he, as I said, he represents the protection and the protection of faith. And he says that among all the virtues, like love, wisdom, patience, health, so on, so on, so on, the most contagious virtue is faith. So if one person has faith, then they can spread or radiate this virtue to others. And this is why a person became magnetic. Oh, that person is magnetic. Why? Because that person has faith in something good. Always faith. Remember, faith is not a belief. Faith is when you know, you are sure that something good will happen. And this is the key. Good. Something good. You are not thinking that your company is going to to sorry that your company is going to fail, that your partner is going to cheat on you, or I don't know, that you are going to have an accident. No, because all these things are negative. So when you have faith in something, it's like, okay, I have faith that this project will work. So you tell to your team, okay, this is what we are going to do, and this is how it's going to work. And sometimes it's just a matter of feeling, because you know it, but you don't really have the facts. But you know, is it the faith, like, okay, I know that I'm sitting here because it's a fact. And if someone tell me something different, well, it's not. But remember, faith is something good. I'm sure that something good will happen. What is the opposite? Because remember, by the law of polarity, there is always two poles: faith and fear. And fear is the most contagious humanity quality, because fear is when someone is sure that something bad will happen. And this is why the person thinks, oh, the share market is going to crash, the plane is going to crash, the economy is going to, the inflation is going up, and so on, so on, so on. And examples of illness, like I'm going to die. All is about fear. And remember that fear is also contagious. So base your decisions on faith instead of fear. Base your decisions, okay, think, okay, something good will happen. If you see the birds, they don't work. And they have everything they need. It's just a matter of faith. And I'm not telling you that, okay, believe, because no, it's faith. Is that, okay, if you see a bird and the birds can fly, can eat, can, it's spring, so they do a lot of things nowadays. Well, I can do what I want to do. Of course, it's something positive and constructive. So we can say this decree: I'm not afraid, I have faith. One more time. I'm not afraid, I have faith. I'm not afraid of this illness. I have faith. I will recover. I am recovering. I'm not afraid of inflation. I have faith that I am prosperous. I'm not afraid of being alone. I have faith that God is with me. Angels are with me all the time. So here we are seeing the St. Peter's Basilica in the Vatican City. And this is the physical, this is the physical, say, structure, architecture. On the other plane, in an etheric plane, there is the Lady Faith's temple. It's in the etheric region, but it is there. It's here. Let's say in an, I don't know how can I explain the place, but it's there. The best way I can explain this is simple. In your body, within your body, there are many things, at least 3 elements: solid, liquid, and gas. Can you see the gas in your body? No. Is there? Yes. Is there? Okay. With this Lady Faith's temple is the same. The temple is there, but you are not able to see it right now. That's it. Well, talking about this basilica, the Papal Basilica of Saint Peter in the Vatican is a church built in the Renaissance and Baroque style, located in the Vatican City. Michelangelo designed the dome, and Maderno completed the facade, and Bernini designed the elliptical square outlined by colonnades. So, if you are talking about the Saint Peter's Basilica, we are thinking of 3 names: Michelangelo, Maderno, and Bernini. It took a long time to build up this basilica, but remember these 3 names: the dome, the facade, and the colonnades. The Papal St. Peter's Basilica is the largest church in the world, and the dome is the enclave of this Lady Faith temple. This basilica holds the bodies of numerous saints and popes, including the first pope, which was, do you know? Saint Peter, the apostle. For this is in the name. Yep. So, Saint Peter's Basilica. Well, we can say this decree: I am faith in God's omnipotence in me to manage me, protect me, enlighten me, heal me, provide me, sustain me, and do whatever is necessary. I am faith. When we say I am are the creator verb, the creator verb. So we say I am, and the next word is going to manifest. I am faith. I have faith. I am faith. To live with angels, first one has to endeavor to accept their feelings. Archangels works by feelings. So if you're upset, angry, they are not going to come. So you need to calm down, take a nice deep breath in and out, and then count until 10, 11, 100, or whatever you need, and relax. And then you will connect, or you will live with them. there are 7 archangels. Archangel Michael is the archangel of the first blue ray, but there are other 6, and let's have a look at them, just to remember the names. Because the more we talk about them, the more you will be familiar with. So, Archangel Michael is the archangel of the blue ray, the first blue ray. The archangel of the second golden ray is Jophiel. The archangel of the third pink ray is Chamuel. The archangel of the fourth white ray is Gabriel. The archangel of the fifth green ray is Raphael. The archangel of the sixth gold ruby ray is Uriel. And the archangel of the seventh violet ray is Zadkiel. And all of them are the same category. They work or they manage legions of our angels. And we can live with angels. Actually, Earth is... Okay, in the Earth there are 3 evolutions. Elementals, humans, and angels. So we are all together. Elementals are nature. And they are everything about forms is elemental. Fire, earth, air, and water. On the other hand, angels are just feelings, but positive feelings always. And humans are just in the middle. Humans think, which is the part of a shape or form, and humans also feel, and this is the part of feeling. So we combine these 2 things. Another difference is that humans, well, we need to develop these 7 rays. You know that. Well, the angels, or in this case the archangels, they work only with just one thing. They are unipunctual. So Archangel Michael works with protection, and that's it. And then another archangel, let's say Archangel Raphael, works with health, and that's it. Or the consecration. Okay, so let's have a look. How can we accept their feelings? What can we do? So remember the quadrant of causation, the quadrant of causation: thinking, what you think of, mind, feeling, decrease, and actions. And oops, sorry, I need to show you this. Okay, what do you see here? People wearing just... These clothes are just okay if you go to the gym to do some exercise, but not for every day. And look at thongs. No, flip-flops. Don't wear them. It's just for the beach. Instead, look at this image. All of them are metaphysicians, and you can see Ruben Cedeño here and many other. This is the group of Buenos Aires, the metaphysical group Buenos Aires, and well, they look very nice. These ladies and gentlemen. Well, this is how can we wear. If you want, let's say, to meet an angel, you don't know. So even if you go to the supermarket to do shopping, just dress up. I mean, stay elegant every time, because you don't know if you will meet an angel this day. So be prepared. Or look at this. This mess is terrible. I hope this is not your home. Okay, because angels cannot live like in this place. Though they go away, they run. They avoid these places because they like order. So if your kitchen is something like that, I'm not saying just the furniture. I'm just talking about is tidy, is clean, tidy, everything is in order, perfect. So if you keep your house or your home clean and tidy, you will live with angels. And another thing here, talking about health, that if you ventilate your house and if you keep your house clean and tidy, you have less, you are more likely to be healthy. Yep. So keep in mind of that, all that. And also I want to show you these three different scenarios. One is here in St. Mary's Cathedral in Sydney, which is the statue of Saint Joseph and Jesus. And we know in metaphysics that Saint Joseph is Saint Germain. And I took this picture because of the flowers. Look at these flowers, and every place which is, remember, tidy, clean, well ventilated. Okay, so if you see these flowers, so the flower attract angels. The same here in St. Mary's Start of the Sea Church in Melbourne. You also see the statue of Mother Mary with these beautiful flowers, and the smell is absolutely stunning. It's beautiful. And this one is in Florida, in Canberra. I went there, I think like 2 weeks ago, something like that, and it's amazing. There are tulipans, beautiful flowers there, and you can see people walking around. It's because human can live with angels and of course elementals. So we can say another decree here. Take a nice deep breath in and say, Archangel Michael, cut us free from the thoughts and feelings that are not God's immaculate concept for us. We thank you. And this is how we keep our ring pass knot. Protect your thoughts, protect your feelings. I have different cultures, different habits, and some people have the habit to take off the shoes in order to avoid contamination in home. In metaphysics, because everything starts from here upwards, so the mind, everything is in the mind. We protect our home by keeping out any negative thought. How? By saying, I take all the power away. If someone comes to home and they decide to talk about something negative like illness, inflation, crisis, and so on, so on, so on, we just can say this. You don't have power over me, or I take all the power away. And this is how we cut us free from any negative thought, any negative feeling or image. All right, and this is another decree where remember that I told you that Archangel Michael works with, or is protection. So, beloved Archangel Michael, protect this and that of others. So, what is that? Let me explain to you. If you have a car, I have a car, I drive, and every time I park the car, it can be on the street, can be in any parking, What I'm doing is just thinking of this. And with my finger, remember, mind, feelings, decrees, and actions. I do this with my car. And I said, the decree. Let me show you. Beloved Archangel Michael, protect this car and that of others. Because we don't have to be selfish. We can think of others by saying, okay, protect my car and all the cars here in the parking, for example, or on the street. Well, what else? Okay, what about this? Have you traveled? And what happened with your suitcase? Okay, so are you afraid of missing your suitcase? No anymore, because what we know here is what we are going to do is protect our suitcase by saying this decree. And again, beloved Archangel Michael, protect this suitcase and that of others. That when we arrive, everyone will have their suitcase. All right, I remember one story about this, and was Ruben Cedeño who said he was living with his. I mean, I don't know how old he was, but he he did this. Of course, I learned this from him, but and he said that his mom, of course, knew that he was doing this. His mom also was a metaphysician, and one of his brothers, he for some reason he lost the suitcase, and his mom said, ah, that happened because you don't do what Ruben does. Ruben does. And Ruben, what he does, oh yes, he doesn't actually, currently, I mean, is just protect his suitcase by doing this decree or saying this decree. What about if you leave your home? Let's say you are going to work, you are going to on holidays or whatever reason, and your home is alone. Okay, so you can invoke, and not only when you leave. If you want to protect your home all the time, every time, you just can put an angel in every single window and door, and you will protect. And this is the best protection that you can have. And then if you say goodbye to a loved one, any of your loved ones, well, don't think, oh, what's going, call me when you get home or call me when you arrive, because that is based on fear instead of faith. So every time you say goodbye, take care, or be safe, and think, beloved Archangel Michael, protect my son, my partner, my mom, my cousin, whoever it is, or Mr. Brown, I don't know, and that of others. Well, not everyone. Okay, and that's it for now about the decrease. What we are going to see now is just a video with a subtitles by Ruben Cedeño. Let me see if we can see it. PowerPoint. Okay. All right.
Hola, te habla Rubén Cedeño desde la Plaza San Pedro, frente a la Basílica Papale de San Pedro. Aquí sabemos que está en el plano espiritual el templo de la Señora Fe. Dentro de esta basílica, reliquias de santos y de papas como en ninguna otra parte del mundo. Así que invocamos los más grandes poderes de Dios, de la fe, del amor, de la buena voluntad, para que inunden las mentes y los corazones de todos los estudiantes de metafísica y del mundo entero, para que estas bendiciones desde la Plaza San Pedro y desde el templo de la Señora Fe sean esparcidas en todas sus conciencias, iluminándolos, llenándolos de amor y resolviéndoles todas las apariencias de situaciones negativas que puedan tener.